Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. We now know that Seth Rollins plans on retiring at the age of 45, so we have about 6 years left of Seth Rollins, which means we should constantly be giving that man his flowers, and every person that has done great work, we should appreciate them while we have them. And so speaking of Seth Rollins, he talked about his wife, Becky Lynch, the man. At one point, the man Becky Lynch was the most over and popular professional wrestler on the planet, regardless of gender. And so we haven't seen her, I believe, since she lost the strap to Liv Morgan, I believe in May of 2024. Now, there was rumors swirling around that she was going to be a surprise entrant at the Royal Rumble. That did not happen. It doesn't look like she will be factored into WrestleMania 41, but Seth Rollins says that there's no plans of retirement. She's gearing up and ready to go, and the man at some point will be coming back to WWE television. Just want to make sure it's the right setting, the right storyline, and the appropriate timing. So I think this is awesome because it gives the WWE sort of an ace in the hole, because there's going to be so many amazing things that happen at WrestleMania 41, and it's going to be really about that triple threat match between Io and Bianca and Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, and the other women's matches that are going to be, hopefully we see Bayley versus Roxanne, Naomi versus Jade Cargill. Like, those are amazing matches. I'm not sure where you put Becky Lynch now. Now they're only maybe like 35 days away from WrestleMania, so why not save her for potentially the Raw after Mania, which is a huge show that always has surprises, and something crazy always happens, and it's a massive Monday Night Raw that everyone tunes into because it's the night after WrestleMania. So my thought now is that if she's gearing up, ready to go, no plans of retirement, ready to become the man once again in WWE, might as well introduce her to potentially who's ever the champion. Maybe now she's going after Bianca Belair if she's the champion, or going after Io Sky if she's still the champion. She wants her title back, or maybe she goes going after Liv Morgan, or whatever the case may be, or maybe she even ends up on Friday Night SmackDown to go after Tiffany Stratton, because Tiffany Stratton absolutely 100% has to beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Otherwise, it's a bad decision on WWE's part. So I'm excited to see the man back in WWE. According to all the interviews, she's not done, she's not retiring, she's gearing up, getting ready to go, and so hopefully we see her as a surprise for a massive show on the Raw after Mania. I would absolutely love to see that. And speaking of, big time stars, we have the Hall of Fame 2025, which is always, the Hall of Fame ceremony every year is always something awesome, something great to see. It stamps home this idea that we should give people their flowers. Now, a lot of times we wait until the Hall of Fame ceremony. A lot of times we wait until people unfortunately aren't well or they die to give them their flowers. We can appreciate the things while we have them, namely like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, right? He signed a long-term contract, so we only have probably 4.5 more years of Kevin Owens. AJ Styles retiring soon, Seth Rollins retiring soon. We know that John Cena is literally in his farewell tour right now. Roman Reigns is not going to wrestle forever. All of these guys are going to be done at some point, and did we appreciate them while we have them? Did we appreciate their greatness while we're watching it live and in color? And I think that's important, especially for the internet wrestling community. When we don't agree with some of the certain things that happen, great, we don't have to agree with everything. That's just part of the life. That's just part of the life of being a wrestling fan, or that's just part of life in general. But we can appreciate the greatness, the skill, the talent, the generational talent, the once-in-a-lifetime talent that we're seeing displayed on our television over and over and over again. And that's where the Hall of Fame comes in as such a great reminder of the amazing careers that people had, that people might have forgotten, that weren't as publicized as some other great careers. And this year in the Hall of Fame of 2025, we have the head of the Hall of Fame class, Triple H. Hopefully he gets inducted by Stephanie McMahon. I don't know, Batista might be there to do it. Undertaker might be there to do it. Shawn Michaels might be there to do it. They might all four do it in unison. But that's an amazing thing, because we should recognize Triple H as one of the greatest to ever do it, and he should obviously get his flowers. Then we have Michelle McCool, who's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, most likely by her husband, The Undertaker, which is going to be awesome. And then most recently, we saw Lex Luger is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Cody Rhodes gave him the news. Lex Luger has been working closely with DDP and DDP Yoga, trying to get him back on his feet, get him moving again, getting him healthy as possible. I'm not sure what physical or illnesses or well, I'm not sure really what happened to him, to be honest. I'm not sure why he's in a wheelchair. It may just be wear and tear, or maybe he's going through something really, really, really serious, physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that stuff. But it seems like he's in better spirits. He's very excited to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, for his career to be recognized, whether it's that WCW career or WWE career. That's amazing. That's awesome. He's working with DDP Yoga. He really wants Sting, according to Lex Luger. He wants Sting to induct him into the Hall of Fame, which I think will be amazing. I believe Sting got inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2016, I think it was. And so I think that's a cool thing. I'm really glad Lex Luger is getting healthy with DDP Yoga. It was a cool moment when Cody Rhodes shared the news with him. So Cody Rhodes might be up there to induct him as well, along with Sting, along with maybe potentially Diamond Dallas Page. I mean, there's a whole slew of people who love Lex Luger and want to see him get healthy. Again, I'm not sure what the exact physical or emotional or mental struggles that he's going through, but it looks like he's putting in the work, trying to do the best he can to give his body a chance to rehabilitate and get back into the form where he can move around and walk and enjoy life and all these sorts of things, and he can go to that Hall of Fame ceremony, being the Lex Luger that we know and love from his career in WCW and in WWE. And I still think, I made this prediction a while ago, but I still think that it's time to induct Bray Wyatt into the Hall of Fame. Maybe not in 2025, but definitely in 2026, as that should be a celebration of his career, of his life, just like all the Hall of Fame inductees it is. But his very young passing, and the creative genius that he was, and the moments that he shared with the WWE Universe, we should absolutely celebrate the life of Bray Wyatt by inducting him into the Hall of Fame. Maybe 2025 is too soon too, so maybe we do 2026, but that's someone we should definitely have in the Hall of Fame, as someone we should celebrate and give them their flowers as a way to appreciate all of the work they did for us, and how they're gone, too soon from us. So yeah, that's a sort of a somber moment to end this part on, but we'll move into the last part of this video, which is just any WrestleMania 41 updates. I don't really have much. I think a lot of things are starting to sort of materialize as we are on the road, the official road to WrestleMania. But one thing that I keep thinking about sort of over and over and over again is this CM Punk favor. I'm sort of obsessing over this CM Punk favor that he has from Paul Heyman. I don't know what's going to happen, and potentially whatever CM Punk asks is going to completely shake up the entire WrestleMania main event scene. Right now, it's materializing that it's Roman versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. But what's the favor? We saw a little bit of collusion between CM Punk and Paul Heyman after the steel cage match, which angered Roman Reigns. That's why he did what he did to CM Punk. But what's the favor going to ask? Is it going to be like a Daniel Bryan, Triple H WrestleMania 30 situation where CM Punk or the winner gets added into the match, and then we have another triple threat the night after with John Cena and CM Punk, and CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, or whoever wins potentially? Is that going to happen? Is that the favor? Or the favor is just that he gets added to the match, so CM Punk is in back-to-back triple threat matches? Is the favor a stipulation? Is it this? Is it that? Is it that CM Punk gets added, or The Rock takes a look at him to have him be in the group, so he's corporate Punk? Whatever. You saw Logan Paul sort of beg The Rock to take his soul, right? That's kind of funny. But there is going to be a third member of that Rock, John Cena sort of group. I don't even include Travis Scott as a member, even though he came out with a pretty cool shirt that wrestling is real. But I'm sort of obsessing over, you can tell, my brain is sort of going everywhere thinking about what might happen with this CM Punk favor and how unbelievably crazy it will shake up the main event of night 1 and night 2 going into WrestleMania. So I'm interested to see how that unfolds, how that materializes, what John Cena says in Belgium for the newest episode of Monday Night Raw, and all of these things happening on the road to WrestleMania are amazing. What do you think is going to happen? What are your predictions for that favor? Let me know in the comments below. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. And then make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and share with every single wrestling fan on the planet as we grow this channel together. Thanks. Cheers. See you next time. Lots of love.